They've already told you what the rules were. What are their rules? Well, the rules are there must be an application presented to a Federal Reserve agent. So you still have to fill out an application. Application has to be presented to the Federal Reserve agent. Okay, then you have to present a promissory note. You have to tender a promissory note. Sorry, my screen just stopped for a second. It shouldn't be stopping. All right, you have to tender a promissory note. Pay attention. Pay attention. When you tender that promissory note, the Federal Reserve agent or you could complete the application process according to Federal Circular number 10. You notice how they held that from you guys? They never showed it to you. They've been presenting it to you at closing. Go ahead. Go back and look at the closing documents that you signed. You gave them power of attorney. We've known that for years. Well, the document, Circular number 10, shows you giving them power of attorney. Why do you need to give them power of attorney? Why do you need to give them power of attorney? So y'all really do need to pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all really do need to pay attention. Or you guys are going to cause a lot of damage to yourselves. There's no reason to cause damage to yourselves. There's no reason to cause damage to yourselves. Stop being stubborn. Most of you guys are stubborn for no reason. Stubborn to your own fault. Because you want to do things your way. You're looking at it as revenge. This is not personal. Many of you are doing this as a personal thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done several videos showing you about taking the circular, about taking the promissory note, and about presenting it to the Federal Reserve agent. After you present it to this Federal Reserve agent, you need to file a lawsuit. But you don't file a lawsuit in just any court. You file a lawsuit in the Federal Court of Claims. Now, wait, hold on. You must also present a claim to the Comptroller of the Currency. Once you present your claim to the Comptroller of the Currency and the Comptroller of the Currency fails to follow procedure, then you file your lawsuit in the Federal Court of Claims. And, hold on, you do it under the 1866 Act because the Federal Reserve operates as an agent of the Treasury when we're dealing with promissory notes and depositing of promissory notes with the local Federal Reserve agent. That is them acting as an agent of the Treasury. Now you can bring the Comptroller of the Currency and the Federal Reserve into the mix along with the so-called local reserve agent. When they deny you, remember, you don't have to do a certiorari. You'll do an appeal to the appellate court, whichever appellate court it is. You'll take it to the state Supreme Court if you brought it in the state Supreme Court, because you can do that because of the compact between the federal government and the state banks. Okay? So you can do that. It's a state bank. They're going to move it to federal jurisdiction, and that's where you remove it to Federal Court of Claims. Because your claim is against the United States. This is an obligation of the United States. When you move it to the Federal Court of Claims, they stuck. Does that mean you have to know the rules of the Federal Court of Claims? Of course you do. And then now your name is in the annals throughout all history. Why? Because you'll be the first person to have done it, and it'll be a precedent. Everybody will be relying on your name if you do it right. I know you're afraid. I know you're scared. But being afraid and scared is not the issue. Doing things the right way is the issue. Understanding the foundation is the issue. Ladies and gentlemen, an hour and 23 minutes, that's enough time for me to have gotten this information out to you. Again, this started from thanking you, and it started from talking about a foundation. And we end this with letting you know the foundation. You have to attack them with their own junk. You cannot attack them with new junk, and your junk has to be their own junk. I gotta go. I really do have documents I have to edit. Not a lot of documents, but I do have to edit them. So y'all take care, okay? Goodbye.